How to build a routine that actually sticks. Hey team, and welcome to this week's episode of The Inspired Show, the show that is dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself, mentally as well as physically. Before we delve into this week's episode, if you've not done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It means you get notified every single week when a brand new episode drops. Smash a like on this video and let me know any big takeaways or thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, if you think this will help anybody else, please share it with them as well. And also down below, I'll link our social media pages where we post content every single day, helping you with nutrition, movement and mindset, and also link to our exclusive community as well, where you get all the tools that you need to become that best version of yourself. In this week's episode, we're speaking about building routines that actually stick. Why is this important? Well, ultimately, we're a byproduct of our daily routines and habits. Where you are right now is a direct consequence of the things you've been doing up to this point in time. If you're unhappy, unhealthy, not liking what you see in the mirror, it's the things you're doing every single day that are allowing you to be in this position. And building a routine that actually sticks can be quite difficult. So we're going to break it down with some simple strategies to help you guys build that routine that not only makes you feel good, but helps you reach your goals long term as well. And it all starts off with small steps. One of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make when it comes to building a routine is trying to overhaul everything. They try and get a sleep routine, an eating routine, a movement routine, get into the gym, and it can be quite difficult, especially if you're a busy working person, got some kids, grandkids. If life's really busy right now, doing a big overhaul is going to be very, very challenging. So the first thing we need to do is start small and build from that. So I would recommend looking at all areas of your life right now and asking yourself, where do I want to start? What is going to be the easiest option for me to start building some quick wins? And that's what it's all about. We need to start with the lowest hanging fruit. So for example, it might be something as simple as going to bed at a certain time. It could be something as simple as having a dedicated walk a couple of times a week. It could be something as simple as having an extra piece of fruit or veg. But ultimately, pick one thing that you want to implement into your routine, and that is where you want to start. And by doing that, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be reducing overwhelm. When you reduce overwhelm, it makes it a lot easier to stick to and a lot easier to implement into your lifestyle. The second thing you want to be doing is you want to be anchoring your future routines and habits to things that you're doing already. So for example, if you know at the moment you're not drinking a lot of water and one part of your routine you want to improve is hydration and having more water, then you might pair it up with something you're doing already. So for example, everybody brushes their teeth every single morning. So it might be a case of having a little stick-it note next to your toothbrush or the toothpaste with a prompt to remind yourself to have a glass of water first thing in the morning. So what you're doing is you're anchoring a current habit with a new habit that you want to implement into your routine. Maybe you want to start journaling. You want to start writing out your plan of action for the day, what your thoughts and feelings are, to help you get them from your mind onto a piece of paper. So you might have your journal laid out next to the kettle, so when you have your morning coffee, you do a bit of journaling. And when you pair these things up, it makes it much easier to implement. The third thing that we want to be doing is we want to be celebrating our routines. Like when we're becoming more consistent, when we're implementing the things we said we're going to be implementing, like give yourself a little pat on the back. Like tell yourself well done. Celebrate with your partner, with your friends. And when you're celebrating these things, what you're doing is you're reinforcing the behaviors. You're reinforcing the routines. And the more you reinforce, the more you celebrate, the more likely it's going to stick. And it's going to help you start building those better routines. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. Building these better routines for long-term success. You also want to have a way of tracking your success as well, because then you can look back and reinforce that evidence. Now, journaling is a great way to do this. You could have yourself like a little tick sheet, which I've used with a lot of my clients in the past, and that works really, really well. Or you can download apps that can help you with tracking your daily habits and routines. And ultimately, what we're looking to do over time is we're looking to compound all these little routines and habits into big one routine. But the most important thing, and this is very, very important to remember, is we have to be flexible with our routines because life isn't perfect. Now, in an ideal world, we'd like to get up at the same time, we'd like to work out at the same time, be able to hydrate, nourish your body, have a stress-free day. But unfortunately, life isn't like that. There's kids, work stress, relationship stress, cars breaking down. You name it, it can happen to anybody. So we need to be flexible with our approach to our routine. And this is where a lot of people come unstuck. They simply do not have the flexibility. And when things aren't perfect, they think, oh, well, what's the point? I can't do X, Y, Z today, so what's the point in doing everything else? So for example, let's say you've built a routine of working out 3 times a week for 45 minutes at a time, and then on your workout day, you can't get to the gym because your car's broken down and you've got to stay home with the kids. Well, instead of writing off the workout completely, can you take your kids for a walk instead? So you're still getting a bit of movement in. Can you do a home workout on YouTube? Yeah? When you become more flexible with your routines, it makes it a lot more manageable, a lot more realistic in the long term as well. Because like I said, life isn't perfect. But the most important thing when it comes to building your routines and habits is to take it one step at a time. Try not to rush it, try not to overwhelm yourself, and build a routine that actually fits around you and how you want your life to look. And when you start doing that and planning things out, you're going to see much better results in terms of consistency, and you're going to see much better results in terms of becoming happy, healthy, more confident. Hopefully you found this insightful and helpful. If you did, smash a like on it. Don't forget to share it with somebody that may benefit them. And don't forget, let me know your big thoughts and takeaways in the comment section down below.